Hello, this is Chris from Bagogames, and another game I'd like to talk about that I played at EGX 2016 is Lost Castle, which is a side-scrolling RPG beat-em-up by another indie. Now, we were meant to have an interview with the dev that you see on the left there who's talking to me, but he basically told me everything, and we just had a big old chat while I was playing the game before the interview that I felt like an interview would then kind of be pointless. So instead of that, I've decided to just talk about the game over some footage and of myself playing the game at the event. Now, as you know, most side-scrolling beat-em-ups are very similar. Games like the classics with Gauntlet and Streets of Rage, and then you also have the newer kind of games like Castle Crashers and similar style games. They're all fundamentally the same, but Lost Castle it's got some slightly different elements to it. The main thing I'd like to say about the game is, and I don't mean this in an offensive way, but the game plays a lot better than it looks. To me, not including some of the cutscene elements of the game looks quite like a Flash game, which I understand to a lot of people will put them off. They'll think, oh, this is a poor quality game. But actually, if you play it, the gameplay, the elements that are included in the game, and the way it actually plays, it's way more fun and replayable and more interesting than you might first think. So as the game is kind of like Castle Crashers in a way, it also has elements of, say, Binding of Isaac, where you go through the castle in runs. So you go until you die. As you go, you collect souls, and what you can do with these souls, when you die, the Grim Reaper lets you upgrade or unlock some abilities. Some of these are simple passives, such as just getting stronger or more health, but others include unlocking more weapons in the first room, which every time you die, you have like a starting area that has a blacksmith, and you unlock some more rooms that have more items and things for you to start your next run even better. Another interesting element of the game is there are kind of classes in the game, except it's mainly just dependent on the weapon that you're holding, but this changes every time you die. So you can't pick a class, but instead you will spawn with, say, a sword and a shield, or the next time with a wand to cast magic, or after that, a shotgun to use as a ranged weapon. And as you upgrade the blacksmith gives you free weapons for you to change and therefore technically alter your class. So Lost Castle is definitely one of those games that you need to keep on playing over and over to be able to get further into the game. Complete with bosses, bonus dungeons, loads and loads of enemies that are randomly generated but can also be dependent on the area that you're in. Lost Castle offers quite a lot of gameplay to every player. I personally really enjoyed the game. Again, I think the game fundamentally is a lot better than it looks, and if you simply look at the Steam page and think, I don't want to get this because it doesn't look very good, I implore you to see if you can try it, because it's definitely better than what you may think it is. The game is out right now on Steam, and it's actually been out in China for quite a long time. The developer is originally Chinese, and I believe it's the #1 indie game in China, or at least it was at the time of the recording. The game is only £7, or about $10, and actually something that I didn't quite notice when I played it at the event, now that I've been able to play it at home, it's very difficult. It's a really challenging game. Again, that does get easier the more you unlock things, but at least to begin with, it's really challenging, but not in a way like Dark Souls, but just in a way that makes you really fight for what you're doing. And of course, just like Castle Crashers, the game is also co-op. I've not played it co-op yet, but I'm sure I've been having a lot of fun with it just playing it single player. So cooperatively, I know it will be a really fun game to play. After you finish each room in the game, you also get a chest, so you can constantly get items such as apples to regenerate your health, weapons that you're able to use as items to help get out of sticky situations. Potions, but they're actually have a random effect, so you don't know what the potion is going to do. It might be really good, it might actually be a bad potion. You'll have to drink it to find out. And there's just all these little elements that just make the game really quite good. You also have a skill, again dependent on the weapon that you're holding, which has a recharge time. So being able to use the skill during, again, either a boss battle or just a situation where you might be surrounded can be really helpful, and again it's just another element to make the game fun. So I don't think there's much more I can say about it other than please go try it out for yourself. And if you already enjoyed games like Gauntlet and Castle Crashers, then definitely get the game, pick it up, play it with your friends. It's all fun. You can check out the other interviews we made at EGX 2016 on our YouTube page or on our website, Bagogames.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.